What's up, you guys? It's me, Oleander, and today I am going to do a hex. It's a nightmare hex, and I am going to do a little bit of a story time to answer a question that I was asked by one of my subscribers. So here I just have a protection spell going because protection magic is very important when you're working with dark energies like demons, black magic, anything like that. So yeah, this is just a protection spell for myself, and I do these quite often. So yeah, okay, so the question that I was asked was, how did I begin my practice? And I was pretty much born into this. My grandmother was a black witch. She's dead now, but she used to sit at her vanity, and all of her ingredients and stuff were disguised as makeups and like lotions and perfumes, and she would sit there for hours. And yeah, I knew what she was doing, but most of the people that knew her didn't really understand what was going on. Back in the day, they were good at keeping it hidden. I don't really care too much anymore. I don't show my face, of course, but I'm not so secretive about everything as much as some other people are. But yes, this is a nightmare hex that I'm doing on somebody. And right now I'm just filling out the petition. So this is super simple. That is a piece of like old paper bag, and I actually smeared blood all over it and let it dry, and I just rip pieces off every now and then. So that is a rusty piece of barbed wire, a black candle, and I'm just going to shove that right in the middle. These are poppy leaves. Okay, wait, here is my little poppet. It's just made out of 2 sticks and some yarn, and this is poppy leaves. I know a lot of people use poppy seeds, but my plants are not seeding yet, so I'm using their leaves, which is perfectly fine. This is like a bedtime tea. What we're going to do is just going to cut it open, and we're going to just pour it right onto the plate. And here I have my nightmare dust, which is a whole bunch of like sleep promoting herbs, but it has some black magic herbs mixed into it, and I don't really tell people what's in this, but it stinks pretty bad. And if you want to make something like that, you're gonna have to use your stuff, what you have, not what I have. Here's used coffee grounds for nightmares. So I don't do hexes very often because they're very simple, and I like more elaborate, kind of like curses, like generational curses, and like, you know, longer workings. That's just my thing. I really enjoy that. So here I'm just doing my spell, pretty much putting my intentions into the spell, what I want to happen, which is horrible nightmares that cause insomnia and like debilitating nightmares. And I want them to happen quite often, but not enough to be considered like a curse upon someone's life. So just a nuisance. And not for very long either. I'm thinking about 3 months. I'm lighting the candle, and once it's burnt all the way out on its own, then I'll just throw it all in the trash. It doesn't need to be buried or anything like that. So that's it, you guys. Thank you for watching, and goodbye for now.